Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing another recipe for Karela or bitter melon that I picked from my garden yesterday. Because Karela is so full of health benefit, I like to use it up as many ways as I can and get all the fresh nutrients from them while they're in season. So let's start with another great recipe. I'm gonna be cutting these into circles. There are so many ways how to prepare bitter melon or Karela and enjoy them just like any other vegetable. And then what I'm gonna do now, I'll go in here and just get the seeds out. Very easy to get out. Maybe a smaller knife is a good idea. So today I'm only going to be using 3 of the bitter melon or Karela. And this is how easy it is when you use a smaller knife to get out the seed from the inside. With 3 of them, this is how much I got. Enough to give me a nice meal for the family and some leftovers as well. The ones that have a medium size like these ones, cut it on the side, take out the seed and leave them in my freezer. So when I have about 5 or 6, enough to make a stuffed Karela or kalonji, I'm gonna be having the perfect size. And these ones here, you don't have to cut them back because they are already the size of what I'm gonna be needing for my kalonji. So these 2 are going into my freezer, and then I'll show you how I'm preparing these ones today. So today we're gonna be adding some big shrimp into our Karela, and I'm gonna quickly add some black pepper. I already wash and trim the shrimp and devein it and give it a good thorough wash with some lime. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of salt, and we're gonna head on to the stove and just quickly saute this in some oil. So I just added the shrimp to the pan. I'm gonna cook it about 1.5 minutes on each side just to burn out some of the natural water or the rank water. And today I'm cooking the shrimp with the shell. I already deveined it. The shell tends to have a very nice flavor, especially when you add it to any dish with a gravy. It tastes amazing. As soon as the shrimp get this nice pink color on it, you know that it's ready. So I'm gonna remove them back now from the oil. We don't want to overcook the shrimp. And then we will start preparing our Karela or bitter melon. So in the pan with all the flavor, we're gonna go in with some onions. And then I'm gonna raise up my heat here. We're gonna give the onion a nice mix and let it saute for a minute or so. So now that the onion has been cooking for a bit, we're gonna go in with some roasted geera or cumin. I'm gonna leave all the ingredients and measurement that I'm using today in the description box below. We're gonna go in with some turmeric powder. And you can smell that beautiful aroma already in the kitchen. And we're gonna make this like a curry, but a little bit different from my normal curry. We're gonna fry up the spices and the onions to open up all the flavors. We're gonna go in now with some Lala's curry powder. We're gonna add just a little pinch of water. And what we're doing here is help the spices to infuse and create that beautiful flavor that we're looking for. We're gonna fry this up a little, and I'm gonna go in with my salt at the moment. We're gonna add our frozen tomato. And this is gonna create like a sauce. And we're gonna go in with our bitter melon now, or Karela. You wanna make sure that it's not burning or sticking. It got a little brown on the bottom, but that's fine. And let's go in with our Karela or bitter melon. You can add anything to this dish, whatever meat you like, and you will get a very nice result. Today I'm gonna add my shrimp because I like the combination for the bitter melon with shrimp. And look at that, 3 Karela only, and I got this much. You can also cut it to your likings, square pieces, however you like. I just like how it looks when you cut it into the rings. So we're gonna do a good mix here now before we add some coconut milk into the dish. So it's looking beautiful. I think every piece of the Karela is nicely coated. So now I'm gonna go in with my coconut milk. I freshly grate and squeeze half coconut with some water. I'm gonna add that to our bitter melon, and this is a 2-cup measure. So I'm adding 2 cups of water, enough to cook and soften our bitter melon. I'm gonna go in with my pepper here. I'm using 2 wirrie pepper. So I'm gonna go in with some green seasoning. This contains of garlic, green onion, broadleaf thyme, fine thyme, oregano, wirrie pepper. That's 2 tablespoons. And this is 3 heaping tablespoons of the green seasoning. I can see that it's already cooking. I'm gonna cover it down, and we will come back halfway in the process to add our shrimp back to the pot. I had my bitter melon cooking on medium to low heat because I want it to cook slowly so all the flavors can marry in well. I'm gonna go in back now and add my shrimp, and the shrimp is gonna get that nice juice under the shell, and it'll taste really delicious, and it will also add flavor to the dish. For anyone who's vegetarian and watching this video, you can make this without the shrimp and have a delicious meal as well. And I'm gonna go in with my cilantro. This will add some extra nice flavor to the dish. And we're gonna turn the stove off because we don't want the shrimp to cook anymore. And let it sit in the heat for about 10 minutes before we serve this dish. So here is that beautiful bitter melon or Karela cooked with coconut milk and some spices, and of course the shrimp with the shell. So I'm gonna go in for a piece of the Karela right here, and tonight I'm serving it with rice and roti. For all those who prefer with roti, I have you covered, and for all those who prefer it with rice, I also have you covered. So let me get my gravy going. And this is another awesome way of doing this Karela. I make it with some gravy so we can have it with the roti. And I'm gonna go in for a nice chunk of bitter melon here. Look how beautiful this looks. Amazing, amazing. And then I have my 2 pieces of roti here.
That looks like a face.
A face?
That's the mouth and that's the 2 eyes.
Yeah, you're right. It's beautiful, right? So now it's time for me to dig in after preparing this delicious looking meal. So for all my roti fans, I made sada roti because it's easy to suck up this nice juice. And look how nice and soft the Karela is. I'm gonna take a nice big bite for my roti friends. I'm drooling. The first mouthful goes to you guys. Amazing. Amazing. This bumpy Karela is known to be one of the most bitter Karela, and I did not squeeze out any of the juice. I cooked them just as I picked them off the tree, and you can taste the bitterness. Coconut milk really can change any dish to an amazing flavor. For Sister Shanna and myself, who will enjoy this dish best with rice, this is your mouthful. So let me go in for some with the bitter melon. Cheers to all my friends who will enjoy it better with rice. Such a satisfying taste. There is not a sharp bitterness, but it is there and so flavorful. I'm gonna go in for the shrimp with the shell. And what I like to do before I take the shell off, I like to go in and get all that juice out like this. Like when you're eating crab. So full of flavor in there. Amazing. And then all you have to do, because I split the back, you just take the shell off. Ta-da! And there you have it. Nice and soft. The shrimp is not overcooked. Perfect texture and cooking time. This is just a wonderful meal. Please eat more bitter melon. It's good for you. It have lots of health benefit. And sometimes we don't know what to make with bitter melon, but there's so many things we can do with it. There's so many ways we can prepare them. Enjoy all your vegetables while they're fresh. Stay safe, stay blessed. Until then, I love you guys. Bye for now.